I'm Rob from Snow Tracks, and this is the Burton Flight Attendant. This is an all-mountain kind of powder charging snowboard from Burton, and the one thing I'm going to start off with is I'm going to basically guide you on where it sits in the range, just to make sure that it's the right board for you. So ultimately, very similar tech to what you'd find in a Burton Custom. They're 700 gram core, squeeze box, all of the goods that you would want to actually achieve a nice dynamic ride. But in terms of shaping and who it's best suited for, this is where this board does slightly differ from a few other boards in the range. I'm obviously a big fan of the Burton Deep Thinker, so the tip and tail shape is very different in the Flight Attendant to that. It's a little bit chunkier. This thing really drives through crud, anything that you put in its way. It's a nice powerful charging board. Whereas your Deep Thinker has got a slightly mellower, more forgiving nose shape to it. So for slightly lighter riders or lazier riders, actually the Deep Thinker might work for you. So maybe somebody a little bit heavier, a little bit more powerful, the Flight Attendant is the way to go. Again, something like the Skeleton Key from Burton, it's a little bit more relaxed, so that you can you can have a slightly easier time on it. So it just depends on your build and what you're looking to get from it. In terms of shape, it's a directional cambered board, so we're seeing camber in the back of the board, nice powerful solid back foot dominant shape, but with a bit of rocker in the front, so we're going to lift up in the soft snow really nice. It's actually a 10mm taper, so slightly more set back than say a Burton Free Thinker. Really geared towards having some fun in the soft snow. But when things do get really firm, a little bit cruddy, that's where this really comes into its own. You just feel that it's nice and solid. Whatever I was throwing at it, it just wanted to plough through it, keep on going. Great board for good quality intermediates up, potentially more advanced to expert riders. A lot of board for the money. That's where it gets a bit confusing. This board sits a little bit cheaper than probably its riding ability, which often stumps a few people, but gives perfect value for money. As I say, I kind of see slightly heavier riders going for this board, just to get the most out of it. It suits that kind of rider a little bit more.